to see it first because she's got a TV on.
Right, I'm so scared.
Don't you dare spoil it.
How dare they put that fact up
Okay,
there?
see if you can guess what the pick is from my face. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, you kind of look like you're in a parlor, by the way. Like, what is this? The
It looks like you could smoke in that room.
Yeah. Where's the cigar? That'll come out when Justin Fields.
There's a guy.
That moment when you're angry because not only Patrick Surtain was gone, Dallas traded down
That's next level. I'm all in for that. All right.
to Philly
I got connect.
out of all teams.
I got connect.
She
Don't
knows
ask too many
people in
questions.
Cleveland, which is like the
How
saddest
have they
hookup.
not revealed this pick yet?
Come on.
They're taking their sweet time, or they're going back and forth. Wait.
I hear it's a ride around. I think it's coming. I feel chimes. I feel chimes are going to be in our future.
The
Trevor
smallest
Lawrence still
time.
available? Oh, the suspense.
I don't think they're taking Justin Fields.
What's up with this font, by the way?
They're probably going defense.
This is like.
Like, do they not know
Well, the
yet?
Giants probably want. They should.
Come on, Philly. You traded for our pick. There it is.
We got chimes. The Philadelphia Eagles have selected. Oh, the drama.
Please. What is this? Nectar of God.
My God.
Release
What's
the house. Justin loving God.
Devonta Smith.
Receiver out of Alabama.
Well, all right.
They finally got their receiver.
No big deal.
See, this is what this is. It's the fact that
What do we think?
they felt
What's he bring?
they needed a receiver because what they were afraid of, we was going to take a player that they wanted
Like a true,
because that's what we did last year. They wanted CeeDee Lamb. We took him, not just because we needed a slot receiver, but also we knew Philly was going to try to take him if he was still available. So we took CeeDee Lamb. So the reason why they felt the need to trade up is because they was so scared that, like, oh my God, like, Dallas is going to take a player that we want just so we don't get him. Because we weren't going to take him. We was going to either take Surtain or we was going to take Parsons.
We appreciate your time. Keep hanging out. I think we're going to call you later. I don't know if we're going to call you later, but either way.
I'm really hoping we get Parsons
All right, Field.
or Caleb
The
Farley.
Giants got to be angry right now. Like,
We really need a corner, but we just need defense, period.
I love it. I'm not sure.
We've needed a shutdown corner since, like, 2011.
They're in business. And just think about this.
And we just refuse to get, like, a good corner.
To have back-to-back.
Granted, Byron Jones was good, but he wasn't what he was expected to be. Because he did not get that many picks. I think he only had, like, 2 or 3 in his career in Dallas. So, yeah, he would get a lot of pass breakups. But him at corner, it just wasn't it.
Immune to pressure because you did it at a high level at the college level. He's a star, though, Matthew. They were desperate. I love the pick. Listen, as a
But
Washington
yeah,
fan,
Philly
I hate
is
the
just
pick.
mad
But, like,
because we
as
took
a-
CeeDee
as a
Lamb,
Fantasy managers, as a football fan, I love the pick.
who was arguably the best receiver in last year's draft. In a draft class that was mainly for receivers. So that says a lot. That's ridiculous,
They had a
man.
nice find in Travis Fulgham, right? But they're trying to remake this, right? Alshon Jeffrey's no longer there. Deshaun Jackson no longer there. So you got Jalen Reagor, you got Devontae Smith now, you've got Dallas Goedert, who's a nice young tight end. We'll see what ends up happening with Zach Ertz, but all of a sudden, like, there's some nice weapons. For
Philly's
Jalen
needed
Hurts. Don't
receivers
forget
for
you
like
got,
years
Miles Sanders out
now.
the backfield as well.
They
So
haven't had a
that's
really good
running back.
receiver
This is
since.
really, listen, guy's a playmaker, right? Anytime you add a playmaker.
And when I say really
that's
up,
great.
trade alert.
The issues with Philadelphia last year were injuries, of course, and you know.
Who they tra- Johns just traded the pick
Honestly, for
to
me,
the
love the pick for
Bears.
Philadelphia.
All right,
Trade.
that's interesting.
Massive trade. Massive trade.
I find that
I
interesting.
traded with the Bears. I should pull off my psychic hat.
You say?
The Bears have traded.
what do you
Look at the
say,
terms of the
Vince?
deal.
I'm excited.
Look, if this isn't Justin Fields, then Sarah Spain might actually burn Chicago down today. Andy Dalton, QB1, has about 4 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Y'all so no.
Like, frame that
Andy Dalton.
I agree
1
with
year at
you,
the Cowboys.
Vince. This has to
He
be
had a
Justin
few
Fields,
good
right?
games.
I wanted Washington to trade up for
He played
Justin
decent
Fields.
against the
Giants would trade
Vikings.
in the division.
Played really well against
This is a
Philly in the
massive trade. They gave up
week
number 20 this
16
year,
game,
a
but
fifth rounder,
They also gave up a first and a fourth in next year's draft.
Oh, wow.
That's just crazy.
As opposed to where we just saw a small move that was only an extra third rounder. Again, what Chicago has given up is the fifth round, this year's first round for them, which is obvious. The fifth round pick also this year, but next year's first and fourth to move up. And this is
I can't believe they really gave up Mitch Trubisky though.
Yeah.
And they took Andy Dalton, but Andy Dalton gonna be a backup. And if he does start the season, it's only to teach whoever they draft or whoever they pick up. Because I see them taking a quarterback.
To go with Justin Fields at this point.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you just mortgaged your future, like Jason said. You just gave up all of that. And
I don't see why Justin Fields. I feel like that happens every year. Every year, there's that one player who's projected to be in the top 10 who falls to either the mid to late round, or not mid to, but mid to late of the first round, or early in the second round. Because that last year it was CeeDee Lamb and Henry Ruggs, because he was picked like 11. He was supposed to be picked at like 5. I know in 2016 that pick was Jalen Smith, because before his injury he was projected to be like top 5, but because of that injury, chances dropped. He was like the second pick of the second round.
You're kind of looking around going, we might have to start looking for other work. Right. You have to immediately.
This is just wild to me.
Or else you are out of the paint. Like, it's that simple when it comes. But, like, this move tells you everything about that front office and their mentality. And that they are going up to get this guy knowing that they are voided at that position. And, look, this is a group that has not had a Pro Bowl quarterback since they won the Super Bowl in 1985, bro. Like, they are desperate for this position. Sarah Sprain is on my timeline in all caps.
51 different starting QBs in Super Bowl era. Jeez. What's up, Justin? Bruh, your team pissed me off. Because I don't understand why they felt the need to trade with Dallas just to get Devontae Smith. He was going to be there at 12. Alright, I see you, Quan. Back. But bro, that trade pissed me off because we could have had Micah Parsons, could have gotten Caleb Farley. I don't know why they didn't take either one of those guys. It was just so Philly could get Devontae Smith, because they needed somebody to match our firepower. Because they know we got Amari Cooper, breaks ankles, got Michael Gallup, puts up touchdowns all the time, got CeeDee Lamb, who's always open. So there's like, we need somebody to try to match that. 1 versus 3 receivers. Come on now. That shit blew me, bro. That shit really did blow me. I hear how they say the pick is in, but then it's like it's a whole 10-minute pause.
Andy Dalton, since he's been in the league, has kind of been like the line of demarcation.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be like back to the way the draft used to be, where like they would walk onto the stage and hug the commissioner, but I guess not, because of COVID and all that. Who'd they get?
I know, we're Smalls, and we're like,
Kill me here. Kill me, Smalls.
Gosh.
Imagine if you're a Bears fan.
that's the thing. California, like,
Who'd they take? Who'd they take?
Okay. Sarah Spain's got to be little hard right now.
yes, we can.
Sarah Spain has definitely punched a TV by this point.
Yeah,
Everyone is sweating
What?
in Chicago.
What is this?
And it's posted our back.
This is not even my team, and I'm like over here just nervous.
We're waiting.
Kellen Mond, come on, Dad.
I don't understand why they be doing this.
Agent of like,
It would be a lot simpler
The closer we get to the screen, the quicker
By the way,
if they didn't do that little
Dave
chime
Gettleman for making that
until it was active. That should be like, all right, yeah, we want
We got
this
a
person.
haul. Good for Dave Gettleman.
freaking haul.
Yeah, like, in all seriousness, Dave Gettleman who gets brutalized on draft day, and sometimes rightfully so, but
If y'all don't go ahead and pick so my team can make their choice.
by the Giants front office.
Matthew, that's so true, and we do, and like so much of the way we judge Dave is going to be based on what happens with Daniel Jones.
Absolutely.
When some of the free agent moves he's make have really panned out, ones that he got roasted for in real time, as have some of the.
They keep talking about Daniel Jones. That man's just trash, low key.
This is excellent GMing.
They really took that man at
This is
6.
not excellent
When,
GMing.
granted, they took Justin Fields.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting.
Fields. I'm excited that they just announced the pick.
But Justin Fields, who has the strong arm, he has the size, he has the speed. He will now go try to be the hero in Chicago. They picked Mitchell Trubisky 4 years ago.
I'm telling you.
Saw how that turned out. They're now taking over.
The era of the white QB is coming to an end because I feel like more and more teams are having those black QBs that can run and throw. Like Cam Newton low-key started a trend because that's when teams started taking more black QBs. When Cam Newton was drafted, that's when everything just started changing up. Like granted, yeah, there was Vic. Like this is what I'm trying to say. There used to be very few black quarterbacks that would be not even just run, but there were very few black quarterbacks that would start. Now it's like almost every team has a black QB starting. Like guys like Rodgers, Tannehill, Brady. Those guys, their time is coming to an end soon. I give Rodgers like 2, maybe 3 more seasons. Brady, I can never tell because I've been saying like he's got 2 more seasons for like 5 years now. But that man just keep coming back. I was like, yeah. But yeah, this whole black quarterback, it's a trend now. I'm hoping the NFL one day gets to a point for an entire season, every single NFL team has a black starting QB. Because that would be like a good look.
If you know you have your guy, and especially if he starts falling in this range, there's no price too high to pay.
Yeah, and there's nothing to
they
lose.
saying Rashawn Slater the best available right now, which is, I feel like the only reason why he's not going to be these. This is what I'm trying to say. He's not going to be a first rounder, and if he is, he's going to be late because nobody really takes an offensive lineman in the first like 15 to 20 picks. And I say that because everybody thinks they sleep on offensive linemen. And plus, they want more firepower on offense and defense versus offensive linemen. So they feel like their O-line could use some improvement, but it can wait. That's what they do.
He's already the best quarterback Allen Robinson's ever played with in his career. Right? Montgomery's a nice pass catcher. They get Tariq Cohen back. They signed Damian Williams in the offseason.
But
last year, the Bears.
I'll be happy with Parsons or Farley.
Deep pass attempts. Like, this is the team that threw.
But if we take anybody else, I'm about to be mad as hell.
They just didn't get the production they needed out of Mitchell Trubisky.
The pick is in.
And now they get a guy in Justin Fields that can absolutely sling it, who's also a threat with his legs. Listen, love the pick for the Bears, love the pick for fantasy, love the pick for Allen Robinson, who is not.
That's what I'm gonna be doing with these other teams doing. Putting the pick is in and then sit and wait 10 minutes to announce it.
Like, it doesn't matter what they pay.
In my mind, they were aggressive, but they got themselves what I think is the second best quarterback in this draft. And realistically, they addressed such a huge need. And if you start looking forward through all of this process, like they got themselves somebody that's been knocked, like I said earlier.
Justin Fields is the second Big Ten QB selected in the first round since 2019. And none of them were drafted between 96 and 2018. That's wild.
A team of injuries at the time for one of those games. And a week where they weren't even allowed to practice leading up, like, yeah.
That means some of these picks, even picks from last year and the year before, some of those guys were like 1, 2, or not even born.
I'm excited too. I have some.
That's crazy.
That I follow that are from Chicago that are just rejoicing. Finally, we get a good pick and something to be excited about. Excited like that little dude right there. Those are the kind of shenanigans and the fun that we have. Guests like Stone
TikTok be wild. They be putting kids on here doing the most wild stuff, and they don't even know why they do it. The parents just like, oh, do this, it'll be funny, and they'll record it. And they're like, oh, my kid is wild. Like, you told your kid to do that. NFL, join the NFL's pandemic recovery efforts. Donating. I'm not donating nothing. NFL make too much money already. This right here shows NFL makes too much money.
What are the needs? Where do we think they're going here?
So, I mean, we talked about defense being the overwhelming need. Dak Prescott, their star quarterback, came out and even said as much publicly. I think we're going to go heavy defense.
in this draft. So
If
with
Dallas
on the board right now,
does not take
Parlay,
defense with this
Virginia Tech,
pick,
as far as defensive
I'm gonna be
backs,
so
they
upset.
have some
I'm
needs still
like,
there.
Jerry, what are
Some
you doing?
concern about the back surgery there, the
You
micro
got to take
fracture
defense here.
and things coming off of that. This is going to be an interesting
We need a
spot
corner,
to now when the edge
but at the
rush
same
comes
time,
out
like,
of the
look,
way.
we take
Mark
Parsons
Lawrence
or
is
D
there,
tackle.
defensively,
I'll be okay
interior
with
is
that.
probably where they're gonna be.
But
Barmore's the
this
only
this
interior
draft,
defensive line prospect that I think
I'm
they
pretty
can
sure we
see
have like
going
11
in the
picks
first round.
now.
I think this is too high for him.
At least
the Cowboys
7 or 8 of those need to be defense.
They allowed 2 of the worst rushing defense performances in franchise history. Is that not something down the middle that you would want? Like the idea of Wu from Notre Dame
I was saying,
into play.
Micah Parsons also sitting on the board.
It's been
right
saying the
now.
pick is in
Seems
for like 5 minutes
uniquely
now. That's
Cowboys
what I don't
pick.
understand.
Sean Lee just announced his retirement yesterday. We know Leighton Vander Esch has had injury issues. Like him and Jalen Smith led them in tackles, and I believe was near top 5 in the league in tackles last year. But
Yeah, he was like top 3 in tackles.
Micah Parsons.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Penn State as an end, that could be an interesting fit.
Times were quick on this one, so
Times were quick, but
Was
will we
impressive
get our
right
answer?
there, huh?
We just wait for that bottom line to show up.
All right, go ahead.
Dallas
Oh, God.
Cowboys.
Go ahead, Turtle. Here is the
overall pick.
this is the
Hearts
abyss
racing.
that we find ourselves in on a pick-by-pick basis, apparently.
Wait,
Who
Jerry
would be-
Jones.
Wu would be interesting here.
Don't
because
fuck
he's
this
also
up, Jerry.
got pass rush
Don't
ability,
do it.
and he's a bit more of a tweener in that safety style.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like as far as Vander Esch goes.
Yes! Yes! We got Micah Parsons. Let's go.
Yes.
Very much so intrigued.
Yes. So Micah Parsons, linebacker out of Penn State.
Hell yeah.
Out in the 2020 season.
I fuck with this
And
pick.
A guy whose stock, dropped some. There were some people that thought he might have been a top 10 player at certain times for them.
Bro, like, I could low-key
He is by far
be
the
an
best
analyst in the
of this
NFL.
year's linebacker group, especially for the box guys there. You see the run and chase abilities. He was a pro day freak, like a lot of the Penn State defense.
And I even said earlier
Solid in coverage as well for doing it.
that since Sean Lee retired, that might influence their pick. So like that's why I was saying we need Caleb Farley, but we kind of also need Micah Parsons. Let's go.
I'll be honest, a little bummed right now.
Our defense is going to be top tier next year. We got a new defensive coordinator. We got a whole. I love this pick, bro.
There were some questions about character that had to do with some hazing incidents early in his time.
Because I even remember a few months back, I was looking at some of these prospects. Because I was looking at highlights. And everybody was like, oh, Micah Parsons, Micah Parsons, Micah Parsons. Nobody believed that was going to get Micah Parsons. I didn't even think he was going to get Micah Parsons. Because I thought he was going to be top 5. But, alright, this is a good look. This is a good look. But, I'm going to get off of here, charge my phone, because I'm pretty sure I'm at 10%. So, I'll catch y'all later.